Yo, what's going on, guys? Kane Aiden back at it again with another video. So today we're going to be talking about our opinion on the whole entire James Harden thing. We're recording this after he got traded to the Brooklyn Nets. So we're basically just going to go over what we think about the whole situation. So, Kane, what are your first thoughts about Harden getting traded?
I wanted him to get traded just because the fact that he didn't want to be there. So I wanted him to, personally wanted him to get traded. But before we start the video, I just want to say, before we get into it, I just want to say, I'm not ragging on him in any way. I remember whenever we first got James Harden, watching him and everything he's done for the city. He's done a lot for the city of Houston. So I'm not at all ragging on him by saying I wanted him out, but I just don't want any players on the Rockets that don't want to be there.
Mm-hmm. I feel the same way about that. But you know what? We're still got Rockets all the way. We're still repping our team. But yeah, I'm the same way. I didn't want him to be there because I mean, obviously I like James Harden, but he kind of killed it for me. I was a big Harden fan, and then he started doing some things I disliked, like not showing up to practice, being late, doing partying, not showing up. That irritated me, especially since this is my team, and I want someone who tries hard. And if you don't try hard and you
Yeah,
don't want to be here, then I don't want you to be here either.
yeah, I agree. No doubt. The last two Rockets games were the worst games I ever watched as a Rockets fan. I watched pretty much all of both of them. They looked like they weren't even trying, like they didn't want to be there. And then as soon as Harden stepped off the court, looked like they started trying a little bit more.
It's just rough. Like we're paying this dude like 30 mil, and he's. I mean, you
I
can't
mean, there's
shoot.
not really much for me. There's not really much to say. You knew it was gonna happen. I mean, it was the return that we got back good, I guess, but not better than James Harden. But still, at the end of the day, you want him gone because he doesn't want to be there.
So
That's
I
pretty
think
much it. That sums it up for me, to be
so. I think
honest.
now let's just talk about the future of the team. What do you think these draft picks will turn into, and how do you think Victor Oladipo will fit in with the Rockets?
As far as the draft picks goes, I really think it depends how you draft. We have now a plethora of draft picks that can be used in trade or selecting players. So with the right GM, that'll turn into a good success, whether it's via trade or draft picks. And then how do I think Victor Oladipo fits in? I think he fits in well with the Rockets' current team. He's still a really good player, but he doesn't have to score like crazy. We have
Mm-hmm.
John Wall, we have Chris Wood, players that can score. I think he fits pretty perfectly into the system.
No, I am glad that we got. I'm mostly glad that we got draft picks because for me, I was like, I wasn't looking forward to the part of Rockets basketball where I'm seeing all of our picks go to the Thunder. I wasn't looking forward to that. That was one of my biggest fears was that I did not want to see that because I didn't want to end up like the Brooklyn Nets, 2013 or whatever, when they got Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce. I mean, they missed it on Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Like, I don't want to be the next team that's looked at as a failed trade for a star player. So I am glad that
Like,
we got
oh,
those
they could
first round
have this
picks.
guy in the draft. Now
Like,
look at him.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I would hate to see the Thunder get a really good player, because of the Rockets trading a pick. Like that would be bad. But I'm happy that we got these picks.
Yeah.
VO, I think it'll be cool. I kind of did want Karis LeVert to play just because he's an entertaining player and he's a bucket. So I thought that'd be pretty cool for him to play. But I'm also excited about Victor Oladipo. So yeah, that's mostly it.
I wanted Levert, but I really only wanted Levert with Allen.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as
Yeah,
they said they weren't going to get Allen, I was kind of like, I don't really want Levert, to be honest, if Allen's not with them.
we got to talk about other
But
players. Jarrett Allen going to the Cavs. That's pretty cool. Who was it?
I mean,
Torian
it's the
Prince.
Cavs, so
Torian
they have a
Prince, dude.
solid squad.
No, but the Cavs do have a solid squad, and I think they get more depth at that center position. And also, Jarrett Allen could be one of those players that they look at for the future of the team. Because Drum is a good player,
They're
but there's
probably
no.
going to play pretty big, I would assume.
Be a big team though, and that kind of helps them too because they have the whole guard situation with Darius Garland, Colin Sexton, and stuff like that. Just kind of a confusing
Yeah.
backcourt, but who knows? They have a nice young team: Darius Garland, Colin Sexton, Isaac Okoro, now Jarrett Allen. So I think this team will be pretty good. Give them a few seasons, and even they're even pretty good now. I'm pretty surprised. I mean, I don't know about you, but I
Yeah.
thought they'd be one of the. I'm not trying to be like they're the worst. I don't think they'd be the worst team in the league, but I thought they'd be kind of. I mean, I thought they'd be out of the playoffs, which they still could be. But I'm pretty impressed by the Cavs so far. and Andre Drummond.
Yeah, they still likely won't make the playoffs, but yeah, I'm impressed with them so far. They played good.
Hmm
I can't say I've watched any Cavs games from the record. Sure, they played good.
Yeah. But yeah, we pretty much just want to come on here and talk about our opinion. There's not really much to talk about besides the fact that, I mean, we didn't want him here. He didn't want to
It
be
kind of
here.
just one of the situations. It is what it is.
It kind of sucks, to be honest, because we kind of said goodbye to all of our, we said goodbye to Chris Paul, Westbrook, Harden, even our like fan favorites, Gerald Green. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just weird
Yeah,
letting
it kind
go
of
of like
is
the
what
old
it is. It
Rockets.
sucks.
Like whenever I think of the Rockets, bro, I just remember watching them. Just playoffs, just all them guys. I just listed Gerald Green, PJ Tucker, and it's just weird
I
knowing
think it
that.
sucks because the most. Oh wait, no. What were you saying? Sorry.
Well, okay, the last time I watched a Rockets basketball game was against the Lakers in the playoffs. So the roster is like different point guard. We have different shooting guard. You know what I mean? It's gonna be crazy to watch him play now, considering
Yeah,
the last time I watched him play. But it's kind of cool
I
though.
mean,
See a new roster, so I'm excited.
yeah, I mean, I think for us, like I was just gonna say, like it kind of sucks because like Harden, we have a guy that you think is loyal and you think is a good person and who you think is gonna retire on your favorite team. He's a star player on your favorite team. Like I know we have a lot of Mavericks fans watching, so like it would be like for example, like Luka turns into he's already an elite level player, but he keeps going at this pace, and then you find out that he's been doing stuff behind the organization's back, and that's just
Mhm.
for an example for the Mavericks
I
fans
think I
watching.
think the
Like,
moment I was already kind of iffy on Harden just because I was irritated with his defense and the fact that he would just put up dumb shots. I was already kind of irritated by that, but then he wasn't showing up to training camps and he was getting had to sit out for 2 weeks and
I mean, I
possibly
think we
exposing the
wanted him to
team to
get traded.
coronavirus.
We wanted him to get traded, but at the same time, it's like you wanted to see him retire Rocky. It's one of those things you just really wanted to see work out long
hmm
term.
And the Nets, I think they'll be pretty good. They did get rid of a lot of depth while getting rid of Karis LeVert and Jarrett Allen. And DeAndre Jordan, who's been playing like no minutes, is now gonna be a full starter. And
Dinwiddie's out too.
out for the
Yeah, I
season.
don't know about the
Like
Nets. I
who
don't
is
think
their
it's
six
them.
man now? You
I
know what I
don't
mean?
know.
Like I don't know. I don't know because I think the biggest thing about the Nets, the biggest thing that we could say about them from the beginning of the season is that they have a lot of depth, but they kind of got rid of that. So I don't really
Yeah,
know.
the Nets.
The
I
Nets,
don't
they'll
know.
be good, but they can't be bad. But I don't think they're gonna be a good defensive team. I think they're gonna be one of those teams that just outscores. They're not gonna be. You know what I mean?
The thing that's dumb, I think, is like as soon as the trade happened, everyone like all the people, ESPN, everyone on Twitter, Bleacher Report, they act like the Nets are automatically going to the finals,
Mm-hmm.
right? But you don't realize that James Harden won't be at his full potential on the Nets. Kyrie
Mm-hmm.
won't be at his full potential with Harden on the Nets.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
who
there
they
might be
make
some drama with Kyrie though, dude, because you know how he was with LeBron. You know what I mean?
like, are they going to be good? Sure, but did they just lose key pieces and now they're getting Harden is an elite level player on the Rockets. Is he still an elite level player on the Nets? Yeah, probably, but you can't tell me he's going to be as good as he was on the Rockets
It's kind of
last year.
hard to say that all three of them dudes will be. I mean, I don't know, dude. They could all average 20 points a game, but I don't know. It's just kind of like it's a little confusing.
I mean, I hope it works. Like,
I'm
sure,
just
why
kind of
not?
annoyed
But
because I didn't want to see another big three after the Warriors and stuff like that. But even that was like a super team. That wasn't a big three. That was
it's
like a
different though. It's not like that because the Warriors. You look at Steph, perfect point guard. You look at KD, perfect small forward to go right along with Steph.
mm,
Steph doesn't have an ego really at all. Clay is just a straight shooter. Like, I'm
mm-hmm.
not trying to. I
The
don't
the
know how to
net the
phrase
Nets have like
this.
drama behind them, to be honest.
It's like the Warriors were less drama queens than the Nets players seem to be.
Besides Draymond Green and KD, but honestly, like after the finals with the Raptors and Warriors, the biggest thing I was excited about KD leaving was because I was like, yes, I can finally watch some non one team dominated basketball. But I don't know. We'll see how it is. They could. I mean, they have. There's no way. There's no reason that they wouldn't be good. But I don't
No,
think the
that'll be
question.
good.
I don't think the question is will they be good in the regular season. I think the question is how will they perform in the playoffs. So I think that's the
Yeah,
biggest question. Because I mean, if I don't know, because Harden, all those dudes jack up shots. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So
I'm just glad we didn't get Kyrie. I did not want Kyrie.
it's not that we
I don't
don't like
like Kyrie. I
Kyrie.
mean, okay, I'm
It's
not gonna
not.
say I don't like him. Obviously, I've never met him, but he's not someone I want on my team. Just like the stuff that he does and says in the media, it's just like, it's
Yeah,
like some of the stuff he does is just like so stupid, and it's just like, dude,
yeah, he's kind of a drama queen.
like play the game. Like he's trying to start like drama, like the whole flat Earth thing. Like he dragged that on for like 3 years.
Yeah, I mean Twitter
Like no
dragged it
one
out too.
really cared. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
when he first said it, people were like, "Oh, really? That like he's dumb for that." But then he kept dragging it on like anyone actually cared. Like I don't think anyone cared that Kyrie Irving thought the Earth was flat. We care about what he does on the court.
Yeah, but even when he does on the court, I'm not saying he's not a good ball player, but I want to see the Rockets with a new roster, and I'm kind of excited to see some like. I mean, the Rockets have depth now. You know what I mean? And I think that could be more entertaining than a team that's just a star power. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
A team with depth,
yeah.
because the Rockets, like I'm trying to think of a team that's just really deep. Oh,
I mean,
The
honestly, the
the Heat
Rockets
last
bench
year,
is overpowering.
the Heat though, the Heat, like they were an entertaining team because Tyler Harrow, Duncan Robinson, Goran Dragic, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, even Jay Crowder, like last year, all those dudes were solid and entertaining. Well, besides like you know what I mean though. Outside of Jimmy Butler and Bam, all of those dudes were solid and they could all play good basketball. And if the Rockets get
Yeah,
like that, then
we'll just have to
I'll be
see
happy
how
to
it
watch a
works.
game.
Honestly,
hmm But anyways, we kind of just came on here to voice our opinion. So let us know which ones to discuss about. Go follow our Instagram, Kane and Aiden. We're back. We're ready to talk about some sports and get back here.
maybe NFL playoff predictions for this round might be coming.
hmm But we're just excited
I'm
to get
going
back.
for, I got the Texans aren't in it, but I'm going for the Saints and the Ravens. So
You already know the Jaguars, my team. We got the first pick. We're getting that one guy. I
definitely
forgot his name.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. I
All
forgot his
right, so
name.
maybe football in the future. We like football
hmm
a little bit, not really, but kind of.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, thanks for showing up for us. We're back. Continue watching videos. Follow us on Instagram, like I previously said. And this is Kane Aiden signing off.